Is it also because I can imagine that a particular song that you played so much, especially in a small period of time or something like that, that just like, well, again this verse, let's make something different out of it.
Yeah.
That it almost becomes boring, a piece of a song. Or
Yeah, I mean, the song like The Remedy, I've probably sung the most.
Yeah.
Because for 4 or 5 years, that was the one song everyone wanted to hear everywhere I went. And, you know, as time progresses, you do learn new ways to play it, new chord shapes to play it, and that changes it. You learn just different cadences and ways to change the melody up, and every little detail makes it new each time you do it. So
yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah. Is it also important to go back to where you came from to write songs?
Yeah.
Because you around the first record, you lived in San Diego already, and you went back to Virginia to record the album there, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Was it something you needed to do? So I need to go back there to that particular state.
It made sense, you know. The producer I wanted to work with and the musician I wanted to work with happened to be from Virginia, and it suddenly came full circle for me. Where all my
they were local heroes almost, like
exactly, and all my adventures to California were able to be compiled and then take them back home to Virginia, and celebrate those adventures in song and do so in a comfortable place.
You needed to do that for the latest record, because this one you recorded at home, at your home studio.
This record I recorded in London.
Oh,
and
really?
And a lot of the songs were written at home and then on my journeys through Europe last summer. And one of those stops was in London, working with Martin Terefes, an old friend, and we did some sample recordings, and they just felt great. And we said, you know what, it might be fun to make the album here. And we were open-minded to maybe do it in San Diego, but Martin's got such a great studio, and I realized that making the album on the road or in London would it would give it a fresh feeling, and it would mean I wouldn't have to play host at my house.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be distracted by things I'd probably rather do in my community. I could just focus on the music, and you know, when you're living in a strange town, just the walk from your apartment to the studio is new. I mean, someone who's lived in that neighborhood many years may not notice things anymore, but for me, I'm like, whoa, this building is 100 years old, and this cemetery is scary, and you know, even just looking left before I cross the street and making sure I'm not going to get hit by the cars. Everything is a conscious act on the way to the studio, and that made every day just so fun creatively, you know, to play with.
And it keeps you concentrated too, I think.
Absolutely, keeps me concentrated.
Do you get distracted easily?
Oh yeah, easily, and you know, just so by making the album in the studio or in London, it just meant that I was constantly reminded why I was in London. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here to make a record, and you know, some days I'd work on the music and then realize I need some lyrics to work on. So all it would take is just take a walk.
Yeah.
You know, I'd take a walk around London, and so many things are coming to me just because everything is new, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience.
Yeah. So you've made 3 full-length albums now, and I was wondering what is left to do when you would look into the future for the next album. What's next? Because there's also one song that had somewhat like a hip-hop beat, and some songs you are kind of rapping, just getting words out very quickly.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd like to do? Like a hip-hop song or something?
No, I mean, I'll probably always have the fast-spoken and the hip-hop influenced songs.
Where does it come from?
It just comes from a love of singing that style, and a love of listening and participating to that style. A lot of my friends and I, we'll freestyle and play freestyle games where we just turn on instrumental music and we just rap back and forth and try to make each other laugh, and you know, it just comes out of a love for it. And but I don't see myself ever making a full album of just that. You know, I think it would drive me crazy. You know, I think what's next, I'm not sure what's next, but
maybe a movie or something.
No, I don't see myself.
Or acting, perhaps?
No, I don't think of myself acting either. Something
I would, by the way.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You're great. I mean, you work on camera already.
I was saying that it's something for you to do.
Oh, for me, no. No, that's too much work.
Yeah?
Yeah. Work less, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you did say you'd like to do, you have this Polaroid thing you have,
I
which
have
is a
book
beautiful
of
thing.
Polaroids coming out in May.
Yeah.
I do have a book of Polaroids that you can.
So I was thinking, well, he's very much interested in just capturing things and
Absolutely. Visual arts I love. I'd like to think I'd still be a writer if I wasn't making music. But I think there's a lot of music to be made for at least the next 10 or so years.
10 years.
For me. I hope so. Yeah. And then after that, maybe I'll raise a family, write some books.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe get an extra tattoo.
Be a sailor.
Because that one is pretty new, I believe,
yeah,
right?
See, my hair's still growing back. It's kind of gross. It's funny, too, because the hair's starting to grow back over the female. It looks like she hasn't shaved her legs, and she has a hairy chest. So I wasn't
So
expecting.
you're gonna have to shave your arms.
I'm going to have to shave her, at least,
Yeah.
to keep her nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing some couple of showcases
Yeah.
and just hang around and have some fun. Is it?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the secret of life. Hang out, have some fun, sing some songs.
Because that's basically what you do.
That's it. High five people.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Are you bothered by people, other artists who take it too seriously, or?
Well, no, because it's to each their own. They're allowed to do whatever they want. But I certainly get bored quickly when I watch another artist who's self-absorbed
Yeah.
and just singing maybe more depressing songs or predictable songs. Sure, I'm easily turned off by that.
Yeah.
But I still support anyone's music that they want to go and do. God bless them. But
You just keep going on and have
yeah,
fun.
I'll just keep going on, having a good time. Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Thanks.
One more thing.
Okay.